Hey, how you doing out there in YouTube land? Happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving from the Wild Wild West. The Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Well, tonight, for Thanksgiving, I'm going to do my San Mai Magnum Tantos. The 2, the 4, and the 7. 12-inch, 7.5 inch, no, 9-inch, I'm sorry, 12-inch, 9-inch, and 7.5 inch Magnum Tantos. Had a great dinner tonight. My daughter made us a great dinner. But anyway, let's get busy. First off, I'm going to start with the Magnum Tanto II. Oh, I forgot that one's like that. This one right here has always been really tight. And the only way I've been able to get it out is instead of pushing down on this, I push on these right here and then it pops it out. I always forget that. They get easier to use though as you use them. I've never used this. My San Mai's are collectors. I got these because I just thought they were so beautiful. I think the San Mai cold steel fixed blades are the most beautiful fixed blades they make. Especially the Tantos, look at that. Look at the handle, how everything's nicely polished. The guard and the pommel and the butt end. And the grip on these is awesome. I love the grip. The Cray X, cold steel Cray X grips, they're awesome. I mean, they fit your hand fits my hand perfectly. Maybe not everybody's hand, but it fits my hand perfectly. Like the stainless steel guards and the pommels, or the skull crusher, whatever you want to call it. And they have a beautiful hollow grind and San Mai blade. I don't know if you can see the line in there. This one came from Amazon. I think I purchased this one on Amazon. These are the VG10 San Mai's. Made in Taiwan. That one's 7.5 inch blade. I forget how long the handle is. I want to say maybe 5 inches. So it'd be like 12 or 13 inches in total length. I don't know exactly. I don't have the specs on me, so I don't know exactly what it is. Next one up, we're going to do the Magnum Tanto IV, the IX. This one, the sheath works like it's supposed to work. This part right here is made so you just push on it. The old ones didn't have that. The old sheaths didn't have that. This is an upgrade to the old sheaths that they used to make. The first ones I had that I showed you before. So that's the way it's supposed to work. And it works really nicely when it works right. It's really easy to extract the knife. This is the exact same thing, it's just larger. This one has a 9-inch blade, like my Oyaban. Both of these are Oyaban sizes. The old Oyaban size was 7.5 inch blade and a 9-inch blade. And the Kobans had the 5.5 inch blade, which is closer to like a master Tanto nowadays, with a 6-inch blade. But these are a lot heavier than the budget models, because the handles I think are heavy, and the blades have the same thickness and the same grind. So I don't think the blades make a big difference. I think it's the way the handle's made. This has solid stainless steel. I think it's 300 series stainless steel guards and butt caps or skull crushers, pommels, whatever you want to call them. This is a weapon also, the butt end of this. These knives are made for combat. These are the real deal. And the San Mai is beautiful. I love San Mai steel. It looks so beautiful. It's like art. It's like steel art. It takes another level of knife making knowledge to make a San Mai blade. They're beautiful. I love them. They're so beautiful I don't want to use these. These are just my collectors. I got all the San Mai's I like. And all these have the same sheaths. They have the cold steel label on them. If you get one that doesn't have a cold steel label on it and the handle's not polished like this, the pommel and the guard, it's most likely a fake. And make sure you can see the line in it, the San Mai line. You'll be able to see it in the steel, where it's seamed, where it's been the steel's been welded together and forged together. The 3 different steels, because on these they have a VG10 core, and I believe, I'm not sure though, I know it's supposed to be 400 series, but I bet you they're using the same 400 series that they used to use, which was 420J, which is 420 from Japan. That's what that means. J2 steel. That's the outer layers, like they did on the original ones. These are beautiful. Only thing bad about 420J, if you stab it into things or cut into things that can scratch a blade, it'll scratch it. Because 420J will scratch. So if you guys want to be reviewers but don't want to tear up your blades and stuff, I know a lot of you guys like to do stuff. I wouldn't do stuff where I'd be stabbing into something that can scratch it up. Because the only way you can get that is you got to buff it, and it changes the value of the blade and everything. Sort of messes it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These aren't meant for woodworking. That's not the purpose of these. These are supposed to be self-defense weapons. That's what these are. These aren't woodworking tools or hunting knives. These are self-defense weapons. That's how I would classify them. That's what they were made for. I believe they were made for, or meant to be. And here goes the Big Daddy, the Tanto XII, the big 12-inch. Look at that. The blade just comes out forever. This to me is a short sword. This is a Tanto. Tanto, I think in Japanese means big knife or something like that. And this is beyond just being a knife. Actually, the 9-inch one is beyond being a knife. It starts to be kind of like getting into the short sword territory, or like a machete or something. It's not made like a machete though. This is a big, thick blade and it's heavy. It's not a lightweight. I don't know how much this weighs, but it feels like it weighs over a pound. Or it might weigh around a pound or something like that. They're heavy. This, if you hit something with somebody in the arm or something like that with this, most likely you probably cut their arm off. It's like a sword. This ain't no joke. This is a real deal. San Mai, Japanese San Mai steel, assembled in Taiwan. That's Japanese steel though. Comes out of Seiki, Japan. Where the steel smiths are. That's beautiful steel. That's the reason why I want. This is not like an ordinary piece of junk that you just go out and thrash. I know it's coming from a factory and everything, but you know they're made in a factory and everything. But still, it's still a piece of art. It's a piece of knife art. That's the way I feel about it. It's like knife art to me. Because I know it's the real deal. I know it's not a tourist thing or something like that. This is meant for combat. This is a real zombie knife. Probably take off a zombie's head with this. Get enough speed and motion. It's a beautiful blade. Beautiful blade. Absolutely love it. It's one of my prized possessions for fixed blades, that's for sure. I hope everybody's doing okay out there for Thanksgiving and is having a good day. Thanksgiving. That's what it looks like. It's in a sheath. I just want to do a little quick Thanksgiving video. Say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope this finds everybody in good spirits. I love these. Absolutely beautiful blades. I don't know if they're going to be continuing to make these anymore, because I see now that they're going to make 3V blades that look like these San Mai blades. They're going to be I don't know if they're going to be polished, but they're not going to be they're not going to be like the Nightfall series. They're not going to be blacked out. They're going to have the polished guards and pommels and guards. And the blades are going to have a polished finish to them. I don't know if it's going to be like a brush finish or what kind of finish they're going to put on it, but it's going to be a steel finish. Hope they do something that's not so porous, so because 3V will rust if you don't take care of it right. If it's not coated. It's a carbon steel. So I hope they do put like a polished finish on it, or maybe like because I know they want to do something that looks high end. They'll probably use like a polished finish, probably. I hope, because you don't want carbon steel being porous, having a porous finish. It's not stainless steel. It'll rust. It'll stain. Unless you like your blades looking like that, if I have one of these blades, I want it to look beautiful. So I think I like these in stainless steel for my purposes, because these are collector's items. And they get put away, and I don't mess with them or whatever, and I forget about them. I take them out like every few years or something like that. These are all pretty new though. I got all these like within last year and a half or so. Because they stopped making I haven't been able to see it. I haven't seen San Mai's for sale by dealers. The San Mai VG1s from Japan. Because I think I don't know if they stopped making. I don't know when they stopped making them. I haven't seen them since like 2016, 17 or whatever. Because I was thinking about getting those, but those were always so expensive. So I held off on it, and then they came out with ones made in Taiwan. And they're the same. They're made the exact same way, pretty much. It's the exact same steel, exact same handle materials and stuff like that, with better sheaths. Because I didn't like the Japanese leather sheaths. I like these kind of sheaths better. And I jumped on it. I got them. These, I like them. These are my favorite fixed blade fighters. This my cold steel Tanto collection. Is pretty much those will be my favorite fighters. And I have some like old Western style stuff and everything, because I used to do a quick draw. You dress up like you're back in the Western days. So I used to get stuff like that, like like I have a bear bowie and a Western cutlery bowie and a Bill Bagwell bowie. I used to wear my outfits all the time. I have a USA made, old USA made marbles too, with like a 12-inch or 10-inch blade or something like that. It's pretty crazy looking, with the leather handle. It's sort of like a K-bar handle. It's like an old hunting knife handle. I think it's called a Trailmaster or something like that. Can't remember what it's called. But anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Stiletto. Peace out.